happy people, what's up? I'm Jordan.
And I'm Joelle.
And you're watching A Double Dose of Entertainment. We're here to give you all the latest entertainment news, so we're going to jump right into our hot topics for this week.
Yeah, this week we have a couple of stories as we do every week on A Double Dose of Entertainment. Now, our first hot topic is something that kind of surprised me when I first heard about it, Aaliyah's new album release.
Yeah, producer and manager for Blackground Records, Barry Hankerson, has confirmed that Aaliyah, of course, she did pass away a few years ago, will be releasing a new album. There's 16 songs that were previously recorded by Aaliyah, and they are going to be under the direction of Drake and his producer, 40.
Okay.
They have released one song already called Enough Said, and they put it out there just to see the reaction of the fans before they worked on a whole album. Yeah. The reaction from the fans was great, and they are going to go ahead with the album. The only thing is there's been a bit of controversy over who is going to be included on the album and who's not going to be included on the album, more importantly. So what's happening is Timbaland and Missy Elliott, who were two Aaliyah's closest friends, and they also worked with her on a ton of different songs, are not going to be included in the album, the making of the album, which was very, very shocking.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty shocking too when I heard that. One, I just always think it's kind of weird when they, not weird, but like just kind of strange when they do an album after someone has passed away, especially like Aaliyah, like you said, there's going to be 16 new songs that were not released during the time while she was living, and they're going to release those now. And like you said, Missy Elliott, Timbaland, they were not included on any part of this production.
Yeah, when asked why they were taking a different direction, Barry Hankerson said that they just wanted to go a different way. They just wanted to not stick with what was original, which, I mean, Aaliyah's unfortunately not here to defend herself, so I don't know if that was the best decision. He said, quote, "We're working with 16 never before heard songs that were part of an album she recorded before she died. Fans will hear the same angelic tone they loved so much in these new songs," end quote. So it's, I don't know, she's there, but she's not really there. Her closest friends aren't there, so we'll see what happens with when the album comes out.
Yeah, well, another person who's kind of missing out on a big event is Kim Kardashian, who doesn't really miss out on much, but she definitely missed the mark on this one. Reggie Bush has a new girlfriend, and this past Tuesday, he, along with his new girlfriend, Lilit, have confirmed that they are expecting their first child. As we all know, Kim Kardashian dated Reggie Bush for a while, and we all know that she is desperate to have a child. She's over the age of 30, and she had said by the time she was 30, she wanted to be married and have at least one child and maybe pregnant with her second child. And now Reggie Bush beat it to the punch. Him and his girlfriend are having a baby.
Yeah, the news was confirmed this past Tuesday morning, which was today's October 11th. That was October 9th. I couldn't think for a minute. And he said he was talking to Paul and Ron Young on their morning show, which is down in Florida. And he said, quote, "We can't wait," he went on. "It's the opportunity to bring in a new life and raise a child. I think that that's the most special gift to a man and to a woman."
Yep.
So I look forward to it, and and to building a family.
Yeah, so I think that's great. That's very exciting for them, and I just think, I don't want to say funny, but I just think it's kind of interesting. I would love to see Kim Kardashian's take, and I mean, look at his girlfriend. She is a Kim lookalike.
Of Kim Kardashian.
She's definitely a Kim lookalike, so we all know that Reggie Bush has a type. That has now been confirmed by Double Dose that Reggie Bush has a type, and it's definitely Kim Kardashian.
But if he is a little bit worried about maybe his daughter looking like his girlfriend and his ex-girlfriend Kim Kardashian, he definitely was not afraid to say what he thinks about the gender of his baby. They don't know if they're having a boy or a girl, but he did say, "I'm hoping for a boy because if it's a girl, I'm going straight to the gun shop to buy some guns."
Yeah.
So, of course, he was joking a little bit there with buying guns if he does have a daughter. But, I mean, if she looks anything like her mom, then I guess he thinks that he might have a problem on his hands.
Yeah, and who knows? We might have a wedding in the future if the two of them, if things work out after they have the baby. We might have a wedding in the future. But someone who definitely is getting married sometime in the near future is Jennifer Aniston. And there's been a lot of talk since a picture has been released recently. Is her engagement ring too big? As you can see here, we have a picture of Jennifer Aniston's engagement ring with her new fiance, Justin Theroux. And people are saying that it's huge. It's, the band is very small, but the diamond is extremely, extremely big.
Right. So if you guys remember, we did tell you that they did get engaged back in August. And as expected, of course, the ring is huge. Everyone knew that it was going to be huge. But this is at an estimated 8 carats. It's an oval shape, as you can see here. And it just kind of looks like, as they said on E! Online, a blob on her tiny little skinny hand. So there's been some controversy, not so much controversy, but just kind of talk. Is the ring too big? Is it gaudy? Is it tacky? I mean, a diamond like that, I think, is gorgeous. However, they could have done a little bit more detailing. And E! Online actually spoke with jewelry designer David Nagard, and he did give his opinion on if he thought the ring was too big or too small. He says that if a ring this big doesn't look good, it's most likely with the setting of the ring. And he's right. The actual band on the ring is very small, and it's just a diamond. There's no work around it. There's no extra diamonds. The band isn't thick. So he said that that's most likely the problem and why it just looks so big.
And okay, I know we're talking about the ring, but can we just look at Jennifer Aniston's hand? Her fingers, her whole hand, we were talking about this before we started taping. Her hand just looks very old. I believe she's about 42 years old, which is not old at all. And her hand just looks so old compared to the rest of her body. But anyway, I don't know. I don't really think the ring is too big. I don't really think there's such thing as too big. But it is kind of a weird setting for that type of diamond.
It is. I would have put something around it. And actually, David Nagard said the same thing. And he's worked with diamonds up to 15 carats. So he has worked with the biggest of the biggest diamonds. And he kind of said that he would have made it a little bit differently if they bought the ring from him, of course. He said, as it is, it may just be unbalanced a little bulky. Looking not pleasing. So, of course, we could see that there. So it's not pleasing aesthetically, he said. But he said, I would have made the band or the shank of the ring a little larger, or maybe a split shank, he was saying.
Yeah, so we'll see what more people say about this. But, of course, as with every celebrity wedding comes the engagement rings. So we're going to move into our list for this week. Every single week we bring you a list on a double dose of entertainment, and we are going to talk about celebrity rings. And another person who they said Jennifer Aniston may have been copying a little bit because she did get engaged right after this, which was kind of a controversy, is Angelina Jolie's ring, who was given to her by the one and only Brad Pitt. He spent over a year designing this ring with ring jeweler Robert Prokop, and the two of them designed it together. It's 16-carat tablet-shaped ring, and it was seen for the first time back in April.
Yeah, I mean, we all know how I feel about Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt getting engaged. They have how many kids together? It's been how long? Enough. She didn't even really need a ring. Just go get married. They can go to City Hall for all I care. And go get married. All this hoopla was totally unnecessary. The ring is gorgeous, but I don't know. It's just too much going on.
Well, the next person on our list is Hilaria Thomas, and if you don't know who she is a yoga instructor who was engaged and is now married to Alec Baldwin. And as you can see here, she has a square-cut diamond with a diamond band. I think it's very tasteful, very elegant, not too big, obviously not too small. I think it's absolutely stunning.
I think so too. It's nice. It's cute. I mean, Alec Baldwin is a huge star, so you would expect something big from him. We don't really know who she is, but now her blogs and her yoga tapes and things like that are up and coming, of course, because of her relationship with Alec Baldwin. Another celebrity who kind of jumped right into the limelight is Jennifer Hudson. Of course, we remember her from American Idol and Dreamgirls and a couple of other things that she's done, and now she has her own solo career. She got engaged back in 2008.
Yeah, she's been engaged for a while.
She's been engaged for a while. She's still not married yet to her fiance, David Otunga. However, they had some family issues, and we all know about her unfortunate, tragic story with the loss of some of her family members. And they're probably waiting for all of that to die down. The settlements have been made a few months ago from, unfortunately, the tragedy that happened in her family. So maybe it'll be a happier time. She does have one son with her fiance, David. And they've been engaged again since 2008. And the center stone of her ring is believed to be at least 5 carats.
Yeah, and it was designed by world-famous jewelry designer Neil Lane. And I think it's beautiful.
I think
it's
so,
very
too.
modern looking. I think it's very nice.
I think Jennifer Aniston should take some hints from Jennifer Hudson's ring. It's big in the middle, but there's still some detailing around it a little bit, so that's a little bit better.
And the last person on our list is someone who has a huge, huge engagement ring. Miss Beyonce has an 18-carat ring from her husband, Jay-Z. It's reportedly worth $5 million and was designed by the one and only Lorraine Schwartz.
Right, Lorraine Schwartz. Jay-Z mentions her a bunch of times, and mentions Lorraine Schwartz a bunch of times in his songs that songs that he has put out. So everyone was assuming that it would be a Lorraine Schwartz ring, and of course it is, and it is absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
You don't really see Beyonce wearing it too much. Again, they're very private with their relationship, but she does wear it on occasions, and when she does, it's beautiful.
Yes. Well, we're going to move into the next segment of our show, our obsessions for the week. As you guys know, every week we bring you our obsessions, something that we've liked a lot this week or just something that we've seen that's kind of interesting. So I'll start with mine first. Mine are Special K pastry crisps. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, they're Special K makes them, which is a brand off of Kellogg's, and they're little like pastry things. And I had the apple cinnamon ones this week as well as the blueberry ones, and they're kind of like a dessert, 100 calories. And I am going to go on record, when I came up with this for my obsession, I was like, oh my God, the last 2 weeks my obsessions were food also. I promise, I don't sit in my room and just eat all day long. There's just some really good food that's out there that I feel needs to be shared.
Right. And my obsession for this week is Ralph Lauren. I usually say Ralph Lauren, but Joelle told me that during the Olympics, everyone was saying Ralph Lauren, so I guess I'll be in with the in crowd and say Ralph Lauren. And I have a bunch of his stuff, a couple of sweaters, which I was very excited. I got them over the summer because they were a little bit cheaper. They were on sale. And I was excited to wear them once the weather finally got cold. And this Monday, it was freezing.
Yeah.
So we finally got to wear a couple of our sweaters. And I also have Ralph Lauren boots. I have a black pair and a brown pair. And I wore them all last fall/winter. And I've been wearing them now again. They're still in good condition. And everyone has been complimenting me on them. And I'm like, well, I had these on all last year, and no one said anything. They're pretty like standard boots. They're not like overly cute or designed or anything like that. But everyone has been stopping me this year. What kind of boots are those? What kind of boots are those? And I'm like, I had these last year, and you saw me last year with them on. But anyway, I'm obsessed this week with Ralph Lauren.
And our obsession together is Modern Family. We've talked about Modern Family a couple of times on the show before, a couple of times on our radio show. And this week we finally had the opportunity to sit down and watch. And I was so thrilled when I found out it was 2 new episodes this week. Modern Family, for anyone who hasn't seen, I'm sure everyone has heard of it, is absolutely hysterical. Comes on Wednesday nights at 9 o'clock. Sometimes you might get lucky like we did and catch 2 new episodes, but they are absolutely hysterical. Sofia Vergara is pregnant on the show, and that just adds to it even more.
The Dumfries' oldest daughter went to college, and the show is just, I absolutely love it. So watch Modern Family.
Yeah, well, that kind of brings us to the end of our time here, but of course you can keep up with us in so many different ways. You can follow us on Twitter at Jordan and Joelle.
And you can visit our website, which was updated this week by yours truly, jordanandjoelleonline.com.
You can also like us on Facebook, and that's where we post our episodes. Facebook.com/Jordan and Joelle online.
And every week we're on the radio on Friday nights from 7 to 9 on WLOY.org. Yeah, so we thank you for watching. We love you for watching, and we wish you love and happiness always. I'm Jordan.
And I'm Joelle.
And this is a double dose of entertainment.